guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've not done already, click the subscribe button and follow me across all my social media platforms. The links are in the description box below. Got a new video coming out to you. This is an all access Paul versus Woodley 2 part 1. Okay, actually been watching all access for quite some time, you know. I think the first one I ever watched was Maidana versus Mayweather. Mayweather versus Maidana 1 and 2, I think. And that was really good, man. I think I was really young at the time, but 15, 16, I was really young at the time, but that was one of the first ones I watched. I said, wow. And with Mayweather, with the cameras and everything behind the scenes and his gaff and etc., it was sick, you know. That, you know, they hooked me on. It's different to the Matchroom one, yeah. Pick up the Matchroom guys as well, the Queensbury guys, but when you're watching behind the scenes of Floyd Mayweather and you go to his house and you go into his his gym and then you go to a few of his spots and you're thinking, rah, this is different, you know. This is not like Eddie Hearn's yard, if that makes sense. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started on the video. I think I muted it. Hold on, let's get started. Boom.
I mean, can you believe it? Tommy Fury pulled out of the fight. Here we are, back at it.
Back at it again.
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody.
It's okay.
And that includes you.
A willingness to fight is not the only prerequisite to having one.
1, 2, 3, 4, touch.
And on Jake Paul's very public indoctrination into boxing, the sport recently served up an important lesson. Even for a lifelong disruptor, forging an outlandish career path, a simple truth persists. Boxing is gonna be boxing, with elements that will always remain outside a fighter's control.
When you get your mind so set on something, and you just think about it every day, 24/7 for months and months and months and months, and then just like pull right from underneath you, it's just a really weird feeling.
What the fuck is this shit?
I know this happens a lot in boxing, but it's weird when it actually happens to you 14 days before the fight.
Viewed from another angle, a setback for Tommy Fury became an opportunity for Tyron Woodley, who eagerly stepped in for the rematch he wanted all along.
Good work, champ.
It haunts you, you know, when you feel like you want to fight. One judge said I won the fight. 2 judges decided that he won the fight. If you want to prove the naysayers wrong, this is your chance. I'm here. I'm ready. I saved this card. Who knows if people give a fuck about a Tommy Fury, Jake Paul? But now,
Yeah, that's not some boxing moves, mate. Big man thing. That's all of this. Leave that to the cage, bro. Yeah, we don't do. Yeah, it's straight. If you want a hook, you have to go straight across, like straight across. You don't just go like your elbow or someone, you know. But you know, it is what it is. A lot of his shots are very short. It was like just big man, just loosen up, man. Just come on, let's go.
people coming out of the barbershop chairs, they coming from Waffle House, they coming from every place to watch this fight, and you're welcome.
Bruv, look at my man. Wow, I'm speechless. What's going on? Anyway, let's carry on. Nice set of leaves.
Perhaps the world of boxing should thank Woodley,
That is a sick jumper, you know. Yo, that
not just for
colour
taking the
coordination.
bout, but for staying ready for it. Able to jump in with short notice, preventing any need for delay.
So Tyron was supposed to have 3 fights next year, so he's been staying in shape. He was supposed to have a fight in January, and he was sort of hoping for this to happen, and it did.
Their first fight was a spectacle and a brawl, decided by split decision. And when the vanquished asked for an immediate rematch, the victor insisted that first, all bets must be paid.
If you get the tattoo, I love Jake Paul, let's run it back. Bet. Let's go.
I love Jake Paul. Where can I get it at? Right here.
He actually was DMing me on Instagram talking about the rematch or wanting the fight to happen or how he got the tattoo. It seemed like he was drunk when he was DMing me, and I was just like, man, like, you missed your shot.
He's not a man of his word, by the way. I get the tattoo. I waited around all night. I didn't hear nothing from his management team. I didn't hear nothing from him. Somebody pulled him in the locker room and said, dude, just take the fight and leave.
Bruv, when it comes to boxing, mate, I know, Tara, you know, you're used to Dana telling, you know, telling you what you're gonna do, and he's telling you, all right, he's gonna fight you, and you know, whether you agree is what you agree, and every split is just, you know, predetermined. But in this sport of boxing, mate, football, any of these other sports not controlled by one individual, you need a contract. If you don't have that contract, you don't sign the contract, don't do it, okay? And you better get both, you know, their signature and your signature, well, your signature afterwards before you get the tattoo, okay? Bit of advice, mate.
First time I found out that we were not rematching is when they announced he was fighting Tommy. I'm like, he a bitch.
Yeah. I'm sorry to tell you what happened. The feeling was so automatic.
As in most rematches, emotions are amplified, stoked by the fact there's more than a tattoo at stake.
Funny, girl, what funny?
Tyron Woodley has nothing to lose, everything to gain. He's gonna come out guns a-blazing. He has a $500,000 bonus contractually if he can knock me out.
I told you Jay got a screw loose. He put a bag on his own head. Don't offer no kid from Ferguson, Missouri, a half a bag to knock you out. I would have did it for nothing. I was planning on doing it anyway. You know, my new bet for this fight is I bet I beat your ass. Come ready to fight and tell your coaches they f***ed up.
It's funny.
Oh no, the music is gonna demonetize the thing, yeah. You're not that's monetized anyway, but it is what it is. I think that's everything. Boom, that's your reaction to the part 1. Part 2 will coming out right soon, okay? So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it if you can, and then see you on the next video. That's part 2, okay? Peace, love, prosperity. I'm gonna see you guys in a bit. Peace.